the heart of Eldoria, where the sun filtered through emerald leaves and the air hummed with magic, lay the ancient forest. It was a place of wonder and mystery, where time seemed to stand still, and whispers floated through the trees like echoes of forgotten tales. Villagers spoke of it in hushed tones, warning children to stay away, for the forest was said to be alive, filled with spirits, creatures, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. Among the villagers was a young girl named Mira. With her wild curls and curious spirit, she felt an unexplainable pull toward the forest. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, she would stand at the edge, captivated by the flickering lights that danced among the trees. One fateful night, drawn by the enchanting whispers, Mira decided to venture into the forest. Clutching a small lantern, she stepped beyond the threshold, ready to discover the magic that lay within. As Mira wandered deeper into the forest, the air grew cooler, and the sounds of the outside world faded away. The trees towered above her, their trunks thick and gnarled, adorned with vibrant moss and glowing fungi. She marveled at the beauty around her, her heart racing with excitement. Suddenly, she heard a soft rustling nearby. Mira turned to see a small creature darting between the trees, an ethereal fox with silvery fur that shimmered like starlight. It paused, its luminous eyes meeting hers. "Follow me," it seemed to whisper, before bounding away into the underbrush. Without hesitation, Mira followed the fox, her curiosity guiding her through the forest. The path twisted and turned, and the air was filled with the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. As she ran, she felt a sense of belonging, as if the forest welcomed her home. Eventually, the fox led her to a clearing bathed in moonlight. At its center stood a massive tree, its trunk wide and ancient, its branches stretching toward the stars. Mira gasped as she saw a circle of glowing figures surrounding the tree, spirits of the forest, each one unique and beautiful. They danced gracefully, their laughter like chimes in the night. Mira felt an overwhelming sense of joy and wonder. She stepped closer, entranced by their movements, when one of the spirits, a radiant woman with flowing hair that resembled leaves, turned to her. "Welcome, child of the forest," she said, her voice melodic and soothing. "We have waited for you." Mira's heart raced. "You've been waiting for me? Why?" "The whispers of the forest have guided you here for a purpose," the spirit explained. "The balance of our realm is in danger. A darkness approaches, threatening to consume the light. Only a true heart can help us restore harmony." "What must I do?" Mira asked, her determination solidifying. "The heart of the forest, a sacred gem hidden deep within the woods, has been stolen. You must retrieve it and return it to the great tree to save our home." The spirit, who introduced herself as Lyriel, gestured toward the depths of the forest. "The path will not be easy. You will face trials that test your courage, wisdom, and heart. But remember, you are not alone." Mira glanced around at the spirits, feeling their encouragement envelop her like a warm embrace. With a newfound sense of purpose, she nodded. "I will do it." As she prepared to set off, Lyriel handed her a small pendant shaped like a leaf. "This will guide you. Hold it close and it will light your way when darkness surrounds you." Mira ventured into the depths of the forest, following the pendant's gentle glow. The path twisted and turned, leading her to a dark thicket where brambles grew thick and wild. She could hear the faint sound of a river nearby, but the way was blocked. Suddenly, a deep voice echoed through the thicket. "Who dares enter my domain?" Mira stepped forward, her heart pounding. "I seek the heart of the forest. I am here to restore balance." From the shadows emerged a massive bear, its fur dark as night, eyes glinting with ancient wisdom. "To pass, you must prove your courage. Face your fears and show me you are worthy." The bear stepped aside, revealing a dark cave beyond the thicket. Mira hesitated, the thought of entering the cave filling her with trepidation. But she remembered Lyriel's words and the purpose that drove her. "I can do this," she whispered to herself, taking a deep breath. With determination, she entered the cave, the darkness enveloping her like a shroud. Inside, shadows danced on the walls and eerie sounds echoed around her. Mira's heart raced as she navigated the winding passages, each step filled with uncertainty. Suddenly, she heard a voice. a familiar voice. "Mira, why did you come here? You don't belong in this dark place." It was the voice of her late mother, a gentle reminder of love and home. Tears filled Mira's eyes. "I'm here to save the forest," she called out, her voice trembling. "I have to be brave." As she continued deeper into the cave, Mira found herself surrounded by illusions of her fears: doubt, loneliness, and the loss of loved ones. But with each step, she focused on the memories of love and laughter, allowing them to guide her. "I am strong," she declared, her voice growing steadier. "I carry the light of those I love within me." With that affirmation, the pendant around her neck began to glow brightly, illuminating the cave. The shadows receded, revealing a path forward. Mira emerged from the cave, her heart filled with newfound strength and courage. The bear awaited her at the entrance, nodding in approval. "You have faced your fears and emerged stronger. You may pass." Mira continued her journey, the pendant guiding her through the forest until she reached a serene glade. In its center lay a small pond, its waters clear as crystal. But as Mira approached, she noticed that the water began to ripple and swirl. From the depths, a figure emerged, a beautiful water nymph with shimmering scales and flowing hair. "To pass, you must answer my riddle," she said, her voice like the babbling brook. "What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening?" Mira pondered the riddle, recalling tales her mother had told her. "A human," she answered confidently. "As a baby, they crawl on all 4s, walk on 2 legs as an adult, and use a cane in old age." The nymph smiled, her eyes sparkling. "You are wise beyond your years. You may continue on your quest." With the trials behind her, Mira felt a surge of hope as she ventured closer to the heart of the forest. The trees began to thin, revealing a breathtaking clearing bathed in golden light. In the center stood a pedestal upon which rested the heart of the forest, a radiant gem pulsating with life. Mira approached it, her heart racing with anticipation. As she reached for the gem, a dark shadow loomed overhead. A sinister figure appeared, a sorcerer cloaked in darkness, his eyes filled with malice. "Foolish girl," he sneered. "You think you can take the heart? It belongs to me now." Mira stood her ground, clutching the pendant tightly. "I won't let you harm the forest or its magic." The sorcerer unleashed a wave of dark energy, but Mira held the pendant aloft. The light within it flared, pushing back against the darkness. "You will not take what is meant to protect this realm." A fierce battle ensued, magic clashing in a dazzling display of light and shadow. Mira drew upon the strength of the forest, feeling the spirits rallying behind her. With one final surge of power, she unleashed a wave of light that engulfed the sorcerer, banishing him into the shadows. With the sorcerer defeated, Mira approached the heart of the forest. As she lifted the gem, a warm glow enveloped her, filling her with a sense of peace and purpose. The pendant pulsed in harmony with the heart, and Mira felt the magic of the forest flow through her. She returned to the great tree, placing the heart back in its rightful place. The tree shimmered with renewed energy, its branches stretching high above, and the forest erupted in vibrant colors. The whispers of the spirits filled the air, a chorus of gratitude and joy. As Mira stood beneath the great tree, Lyriel appeared before her, her radiant form glowing. "You have restored the balance, brave one. You are now the guardian of the forest, protector of its magic." Mira felt a swell of pride and responsibility. "I will do everything I can to protect this place." "Remember," Lyriel said, "the whispers of the forest will always guide you. Trust in your heart, and you will never be alone." As Mira made her way back to the village, the forest felt different, alive and vibrant, filled with magic and possibility. The villagers welcomed her with open arms, their faces filled with gratitude and wonder. "You've returned," Finn exclaimed, running to embrace her. "We were worried." "I did it," Mira said, her heart swelling with joy. "The forest is safe, and I'm its guardian now." Eleonora smiled, her eyes shining with admiration. "You're amazing, Mira. We always knew you were destined for greatness." As the seasons passed, Mira embraced her role as the guardian of the ancient forest. She learned to communicate with the spirits, nurturing the land and ensuring that its magic thrived. With Finn and Eleonora by her side, they explored the wonders of the forest, discovering new creatures and hidden realms. The villagers began to share stories of Mira's bravery, passing them down through generations. The whispers of the ancient forest became a part of their lives, a reminder of the magic that lay just beyond their doorstep. One day, as Mira stood beneath the great tree, she felt a gentle breeze caress her face. The whispers of the forest filled her ears, reminding her of the bond she shared with this land. She closed her eyes, feeling the energy of the earth beneath her feet. With a smile, Mira realized that her journey was just beginning. The forest held countless secrets, and she was ready to uncover them all. Together with her friends, she would protect the magic of Eldoria, ensuring that the whispers of the ancient forest would echo through time forever.